www.karlopeñaaz.org/donate to give today.
What's up, Yuma? I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ronnie.
And on today's program, we are going to be joined first by a mortician.
Wow,
Yeah.
I've never met one.
Happy Halloween. Perfect Halloween episode. Yes, Ashley Hoyt, she's going to be with us and explain everything about dead bodies and stuff.
I'm excited.
All right. As well as Karlo Peña from Made West. He makes a lot of really cool things out of leather.
Oh,
I'm actually wearing one of his leather belts right now.
Wow,
yeah,
cool.
Fun fact. So stay with us for What's Up Yuma Radio beginning right now on KOFA 94.7 FM.
And streaming online at borderradioaz.org and on the KOFA app. And you can stream right now on the Border Radio Facebook page and KAWC YouTube page, and email us at whatsupyumaradio@gmail.com.
What's Up Yuma with Johnny Porter is sponsored by Yuma and Imperial Valley Wealth Management, offering solutions for those who value financial planning. YIVWM.com.
Chili from Philly. Unique Papa Giorgio from Yuma.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome to another episode of What's Up Yuma Radio, the Halloween edition. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ronnie, wearing my Freddy Krueger sweater.
Is that what that is?
No, I feel like off-brand Freddy Krueger.
Well,
I think his was black and red. Mine's blue.
Yeah, it doesn't look anything like
that. And then,
no,
he had knife hands. I'm just growing my nails out.
Yeah.
I might leave a mark on you.
At least Ronnie tried today.
Yeah, you didn't do anything.
No, I don't think anybody else in this whole building has done anything.
I know. We talked about it as we were leaving yesterday. I'm like, maybe I'll wear my daughter's witch hat, but I was like, no, I don't want to.
Yeah,
boring.
none of us done anything. I think as far as like everybody here at the studio. So
yeah,
okay. we're all right. And I'm assuming Ashley dresses like this every day. So that's I don't think she did anything either. So
is this what you wear every day? This is normal.
I'm dressed up as a mortician.
That's what she's dressed up in, which is spooky, right? That's definitely spooky enough. So yes, we are joined now by Ashley, who is a local funeral director, right? Like not just mortician. There's like more that goes into it, or
yes. So I'm a licensed funeral director and an embalm intern.
Embalm intern.
Oh, so you're learning. Or you do it.
Or going to learn.
Technically, I haven't taken the test, so I have to be under a licensed embalmer.
But you've done it before?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was like, I find it so interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's probably my favorite part of the job.
Wow.
Yeah, you reached out to me. You were watching some series on Netflix or so. What was it on? Or it's on something.
It's on something. It was that mortician documentary.
Oh, I've never seen it.
It was awful. I mean, not like the show, but it was just.
And you kind of mentioned that it's like, look, the people are finding this stuff interesting. So would it be cool if I come on the show and kind of talk about it? And I'm like, well, Halloween's the perfect time to do that. So we made this happen today. So very cool. But you weren't always a mortician, embalmer, student, whatever. No, I originally met you. You were working at a tattoo shop.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Which one?
Tagger's Tattoos.
I've gotten work there many times, really.
And you never saw her there?
No. Well, how long ago was that?
Gosh, it's probably been like at least 10.
Yeah, mine was like in the last few.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And then my tattoo artist moved away. I'm mad at her. Just kidding. I'll get a new one.
Who was it?
Her name was Lena.
Oh, yes. I've gotten
She's great, isn't
yes,
she?
She is. She's great.
Okay, enough about Lena.
Yeah, well,
we love Lena.
we love Lena. There we learned
She
that
moved
today.
to Colorado.
Oh, damn her moving away. And with all that love that she has here. No, I originally met you. You were at a tattoo place, and I forget. I don't know how the conversation was. It was probably like, "Hey, you're pretty. You want to be a model for me, or something like that." I think that's how it went, right? Basically,
sure.
Pretty easy.
Yeah, and then you modeled some glasses for Liquid Eyewear. That was one of my clients at the time,
that's cool.
I never knew that you wanted to cut up dead bodies and stuff at that point. I didn't.
I don't think I knew at that point.
Oh, you didn't know either?
Yeah, I
okay.
didn't think I knew at that point.
And is cutting up the right term?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, we're going to find out.
It's my technical
it's not
term.
the most proper.
Yeah. But so we like to get to know our guests. So we're going to get into your background and figure out what went wrong or what went right. I'm just kidding. So where'd you grow up originally?
I'm from San Diego, and I moved here probably, it's been probably 18 years now, 19 years.
So what brought you here from San Diego?
An ex-boyfriend.
Ex-boyfriend. All right.
Wait, that's what it is. It's either ag or love.
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
our guest yesterday was like, I don't want to bring up why I came back. And it's like, you don't have to.
The
It's all
statute of
good.
limitations
Right.
has not run out.
You don't have to tell us, but it's probably that same reason. But okay, so an ex-boyfriend brought you
Yep.
to Yuma and said,
Yep.
we're packing the bags. We're going to Yuma. You got here from San Diego. What were your thoughts?
I love it.
You love it.
I love it.
Oh,
I
okay.
From such a big city, you liked it.
It's too expensive over there. The
Mm.
traffic is
That's what I hear.
horrible. I love it. This is a little bit
Slower.
and everybody knows everybody, and I love that aspect of
Mhm.
Yuma.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Cool.
So let's go back a little bit though. So you're in San Diego.
Mhm.
You're a young girl. Are you like taking apart your Barbie dolls and stuff, or like what was it? What'd you want to be when you were young?
He's trying to find out if you're a serial killer.
Well, I don't. No, maybe.
So I mean, I guess at some point it comes back to music. I loved like old school punk rock.
Okay.
We were talking like the Misfits and
Sure.
everything like that.
too.
So there's a little bit of a dark side. But then what really sparked my interest is, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie My Girl.
Oh my God, like a
Mhm.
million
Yeah.
times.
And forget the actress's name, but she was a makeup artist for the dad's funeral home.
Yes, she
And
was. Dan
as-
Aykroyd,
yes,
wasn't it?
As soon as
Yeah.
I saw that, I was like, that's right.
So you saw that when you were a kid, that
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
did something.
Mhm.
That did a little something. And we did off air. We talked about music because growing up, my best friend, she was like, I want to be a mortician too. But
Mm.
if you went into the room and we were like maybe 9 years old, there's Misfits posters everywhere. Sam Hain, I guess
Mhm.
that's not the proper way to pronounce it, but that's how we pronounce it over here. But which was Glenn Danzig's other band
Yeah.
after he left the Misfits. That's what the room was all decorated in, and all we watched was horror movies,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
She
yes.
never did it. She never did it, but you had a little bit of that in your past, the punk rock music, the dark, the spooky, which the Misfits are really known for.
And
Mhm.
you know, the creepy going to the cemetery at night.
Yep.
Oh, okay. You would
know
do
what
that too?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And there's a technical term for that, for people that are obsessed with that. I'm not obsessed with it, but as a kid,
Yeah,
a kid,
sure.
you're like, let's go do something we're
Yeah.
not supposed to do,
Uh-huh.
So
See if we see a ghost.
yeah, exactly.
So did you also, it was horror movies a part of it too? Scary movies? Or?
Yes, I have a full sleeve tattoo
Oh,
sleeve of
nice.
horror, like old 50s
see.
horror movies. Vincent Price is one of my
Oh,
favorite.
Vincent Price.
Yes.
Yeah.
So-
Okay.
and I grew up on that. My dad and I would watch
Oh,
those
me
as a kid.
too.
So I mean, that probably puts a,
Yeah, my
part
mom
in
was
it.
like, "No, you can't watch that." Then
Yeah.
I go to my dad's. He's like, "Let's watch all the bad
Right,
movies."
exactly. But it's funny now, if you watch those, they're not even
compared to today.
exactly.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
And I have to attribute it. I think anybody who's in the funeral industry has a little bit,
A little bit of that?
weird, like a little bit
yeah.
of
Little bit of that,
weirdness.
yeah.
You know,
It's
we're
like the people
not-
that work the night shift. They're a little
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, there's something.
There's
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
Yeah. And so House on Haunted Hill, do you like that?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
I haven't seen that in
Vincent
forever.
Price, that's a good one.
Oh
Mhm.
man,
Yeah. That
memory lane, man.
Right.
So you're young, you have a little bit of this influence, but that's not what you do right away. What was your first like career type job? Not this the McDonald's or
When I moved here, I became the manager of MAC Cosmetics
Mhm.
inside of Dillard's.
Oh.
So I did makeup on the
Okay.
living,
Mhm.
and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And then COVID hit, and everything just kind of
Yeah.
shut down.
So you can't do
Went
makeup
away.
at the mall
No,
anymore because
no.
this happened. But so makeup. So you're doing makeup for a
Yeah.
while. What
Okay.
what interested you about that? Like how'd you get into that?
You know, it's funny that it's Halloween today, because my favorite doing makeup at the mall is people would come in to do Halloween
Oh,
makeup.
cool.
And I loved that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Real
Which-
creative.
yeah, exactly. Which
Yeah.
later in life, in the funeral industry, I didn't know that was going to
Play a part.
Also play a part.
Exactly.
But like with makeup, you have color theory. Like it's just a
Mhm.
different form of artistry, I feel like.
Mhm.
So that's played a big part in the funeral part of my life. But I don't know, that I just kind of fell
So
fell
makeup.
into.
So was it the beauty aspect or was it like you said that
Kind
also
of both. Yeah, kind of both.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, and going back to horror movies, you
Mhm.
know, like the special effects makeup.
Okay.
So you have
Oh,
to
yes.
start out at like beauty before
you got to do
could-
something
yeah.
before you can
Yeah.
get to
Yeah.
that. So maybe that could possibly been a pathway, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. Did you want to do that maybe for movies?
Yeah, absolutely. And
Nice.
coming from San Diego, Hollywood, all that
Yeah.
stuff, that was like one of my, I want to do special effects makeup. And I'd watch all the shows and
Mhm.
get all the stuff during Halloween.
Mm.
And then when I got old enough and moved here, that's when I became a makeup artist.
Mhm.
But that, like I said, Halloween people would come in and, hey,
That was
can you make
fun.
me do your, in fact, I just came from there today. I was doing somebody's
Oh, how
makeup
funny.
today
For Halloween, where were
yeah.
they?
They were Beast from Beauty and the
Okay.
Beast. And so I did all these prosthetics on him. and
That's
stuff
cool.
Like that. Yeah.
So then you're doing makeup. So were you doing it on yourself as a kid, like getting dressed for Halloween, or maybe even later in life? Like were you doing that?
I'd
first?
say both, like for Halloween. And then I have 2 older sisters. So I would steal their makeup, when I was in middle school.
Are you the baby?
Yes.
Me too. Of 2 older sisters. Yep.
So I would steal their makeup. So I would do it on myself. And then
Mhm.
that's just, and I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I was good at it. And so I'm like, well, if you're going to be good at something, you might as well run with it, right?
Correct.
And get paid for it. So that's.
So you're practicing, you're still in their makeup. They're like, dang it, where's this, my blush go or my
Mom, Ashley
mascara?
stole my makeup
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. It's like,
Hide it better.
it's like, I have a future here. There's something
Yeah,
here.
right.
I need my,
I need my blush.
I need it. We're going to make it happen. So you're doing that. And you like also the creative aspect of it.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So what happened when COVID hit?
Everything stopped. I mean,
Yeah.
we all
We
were
all
here
went
for
through it. Yep.
Yeah.
So what did you pivot to?
So I had always been interested in the funeral industry.
Okay.
But I just never had the opportunity or chance to dip my toe in it. So when
Mhm.
COVID hit, my husband, if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be doing this.
What's your
But
husband's name?
Tim Hoyt.
Shout out Tim.
Shout out Tim. But he's like, why don't you go back to school for it? And I
Okay.
had never even looked into becoming it. So I had no idea what the schooling was.
Mhm.
And there's a local funeral home here. And I talked to the owner, Caesar, and he's like, look, this is what I did. This is how I did it.
Mhm.
It's a 2-year program. I think you'd be really good at it because backstory, his daughter worked for me at MAC. She's a
Oh,
makeup
okay.
artist.
So there you go.
There's
the
kind of a
connection.
connection.
Yep.
Exactly. So it was all online.
Oh.
It was in Colorado, which was amazing
Mhm.
because there's a school in Phoenix, but I didn't want to, it's hard. I'd have to
Okay.
pick up and move.
Mhm.
So I looked
Oh,
into
so theirs
it.
wasn't online.
No.
You found an online.
An
one.
online.
Okay.
So I did it, and
You're
here we are.
So you go to school to do this online?
Yeah.
But you don't, how do you do that without having dead bodies? And you're
Yeah.
you're
It's
digging
all
up-
like AI.
Right, exactly. So it's a lot of,
you're looking in the science of it and stuff.
so
or
there's
what?
science,
Probably business.
business,
For sure.
there's tons of laws.
Oh.
Tons of laws. And as
Uh-huh.
a funeral director, you have to know all those laws. You
Mhm.
also have to take into aspect different cultures and how they, bury
That's
cremation.
right.
You have,
Exactly.
they have all these, I don't know what the right word is for.
Well, cultural. It's
Well,
traditional.
Yeah, traditional,
Yeah.
exactly. Depending on religion, there's
Yeah.
certain standards and things that you need to do, and you need to
Wow.
be well versed in
Mhm.
all of it because
Mhm.
anybody and everybody can walk through your door.
Wow.
So that's a lot of learning in that aspect
Yes.
before you get to cut open
Hands-on.
somebody and stuff like that, or do whatever you got to do at the funeral. So that's what you're learning, those things. And
Biology, all of that.
gotcha.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So
And-
was the 2 years, was it very hard? Or did you find it fairly simple?
Honestly, I think if you like something,
Yeah.
you're going to find it a lot easier
Yeah.
because you're interested in it and it'll
Yeah.
come naturally to you.
Mhm.
But because it was all online, you do have to, by law,
Mhm.
have clinicals. So I would fly back to Colorado for a week each semester, so twice.
Mhm.
And then you had to, I think it was 10 bodies you had to embalm or something like that.
Oh. So tell me about the
Yeah.
first one.
So I was a little nervous because,
Yeah.
mind you, a lot of people that go into embalming or funeral directing
Okay.
already have their toe in the door,
Mhm.
whether that's a service attendant or
Mhm.
removal tech
Mhm.
or cemetery.
Mm.
I had none of that.
Mhm.
I don't even think I had seen a decedent other than a funeral
Mhm.
before I did this. And I asked my teacher, I said, what are the odds of me flying out there, looking at one decedent and being like, nope, I can't handle this.
Mhm.
He said, Ashley, in his 30 years of teaching, he said he's only had one student do that and they
Mhm.
were back the next semester.
Oh, okay.
Did
So
he have a
nobody-
mini, they had a mini
know.
freak out.
Yeah. I think you just kind of know. I mean, because it is overwhelming.
Mhm.
Yes.
And I will say in Colorado, it's huge there.
Mm.
So when you walk into that refrigeration unit, there's literally like 200-300
Whoa.
decedents, and it can get overwhelming really quick.
Wow.
Yeah, and you're using the technical term decedents, which I haven't heard until today. I would just say like dead bodies, but that's the proper way to say it.
Yeah.
I think it's the more
respectful or okay.
Passionate way.
Yeah, I'm over.
I like it. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna say that.
I mean, because most
on.
people are, that's somebody's grandma,
That's
somebody's
right.
mom,
Yeah,
somebody's sister.
absolutely.
They're
Absolutely.
or if it's not decedent, then I say loved one.
Mhm,
Okay.
gotcha.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you'd mentioned we were talking off air, and when I said like I had friends that say I want to do this, and it was kind of cool. Where you listen to the Misfits, watching these horror movies, but you said, but once you're in it. Right. Like you maybe not so much. Right. And not a lot of people backed out in that school, but being in it is a totally different experience. Right.
Oh, absolutely. My husband and I laugh because with social media now, you get a glimpse into people's lives.
Yes.
And a lot of people are into spooky, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Spooky and gory stuff. But when you're in it,
Yeah.
sometimes I don't think that everybody
Understands.
or
can handle it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I
like,
don't think I could.
it's not just blood and I mean, there's smells along with it.
Yes.
And not to mention you're working with decedents.
Yeah.
So it's death.
Yes.
Death is not a fun
No,
thing. You
not
have
at all.
crying family member,
We were
it's
talking
hard.
about that.
It's
Yeah.
mentally taxing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a lot with it. So just because you like horror movies and
Yeah.
you can
And I know that that's not for me. I already know. I remember like junior high, we went on a field trip for science and saw cadavers. And I was like, nope, like I don't want anything to do with it. Yeah. And I just know that's not for me.
Yep.
But I love that it's free.
Yeah, well, somebody has to do it.
Exactly.
And it takes the right person. And real quick, we're going to take a quick break. But before we do, Juan, can we get the camera back on her and show the shirt that she's wearing real quick? Can we, what does it say?
It's
My day starts when yours ends. Didn't.
You're kind of getting there. Yeah. So, I guess you got to have the right personality and have fun with it as well.
You gotta
So
find the humor and everything.
got to get some of the humor. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with Ashley. We'll kind of get into a little bit of the day-to-day stuff that she sees. We'll do that right after this. You're listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
Ever wanted to be on the radio? Still talking into your hairbrush in the mirror? Border Radio needs you as a volunteer host. Share music, stories, and local conversations that matter. No experience necessary. We'll provide the training. Email info@borderradioaz.org or call 877-838-5292 for more information.
You're tuned to 94.7 FM. I'm Juan Garcia from the KWC Newsroom. The weather forecast for Halloween is sunny with the high near 90. Mostly clear this evening with the low around 62. KWC is collecting ofrenda to celebrate our loved ones. For more information, you can visit the KOFA Border Radio 2025 Dia de los Muertos virtual altar at kawc.org. Stay tuned for more What's Up Yuma with Johnny and Ronnie on 94.7 FM KOFA Border Radio.
Hear the rhythm. Feel the beat. Let your curiosity run away on the Latin Alternative. Hi, I'm Josh Norick. Every episode of the Latin Alternative takes you on a thrilling rendezvous of sonic and exotic landscapes in Latin rock, funk, hip-hop, electronic, and tropical music. Join me and my co-host Ernesto Lechner on the Latin Alternative.
Monday evening at 7 on KOFA Border Radio 94.7 FM.
Blood services provider Vitalant is hosting blood drives at Yuma locations on an ongoing basis. Daily personal emergencies and ongoing medical needs of thousands of patients require a constant and ready blood supply. Donations of all blood types, especially O, are needed. Locations, dates, and appointments at donors.vitalant.org.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up Yuma Radio. We're here talking to Ashley Hoyt for the special Halloween edition because she is a local mortician and a funeral director. So we're talking about that. And we left with you go to school, you learn about the science and all these other things, how to deal with it, culture, all these aspects. But then you have to get a job and get into the field. So how was that? And what was that like?
So I got hired before I got my license.
Okay.
Which was awesome because then you it's one of those things where you learn better if you're actually doing it
Mhm.
than
Yeah.
versus out of a book. So I was lucky enough that Caesar gave me somebody's information, a local funeral home here. They hired me as prep team, which is embalming. And that's what
Okay.
I want to do.
Mhm.
I like working with families, but it's too sad.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
So you'd rather work with the actual dead body
Yeah.
than to have to deal with the sadness and the grief
Yeah.
that people bring into the, wow.
And let's be honest, it's a business and it's a very expensive business. And if I owned my own funeral home, I'd probably be giving everything away
Yeah,
for free.
so, yeah, you
I'm
don't-
sorry.
Yeah. Exactly. It's emotionally taxing and
Yeah.
I'm not the person that's strong enough to do that. And I know that. So
Yeah.
I like to be behind the scenes.
Yeah. We all need the behind the scenes person.
But have you I guess encountered or experienced or put in the role of in front of the
Absolutely.
scenes and
Yeah.
having to deal with
Absolutely.
the families?
To get my funeral directing license, you have to work.
You have to
with
do
it.
that.
You
Okay.
have to
So
do
how
that.
long and what was that like?
It goes by case. So you just need a certain amount of cases to do it to get your license. And then it's signed off by another funeral director. But as soon as I could not do that, I was quickly
You're
back
like
in the
out.
back.
You're like,
Yeah.
okay, my
Yeah.
last hour, I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, because it's very,
Yeah.
very sad. And
Yeah.
death is not fun unless you're doing a pre-need where you're coming in and pre-planning what you want.
Oh, okay. People
It's-
do that. Oh,
yeah.
yeah. They're like to take the burden off their own family.
And I encourage everybody to do that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because it's such a high expense at a vulnerable time.
Yep.
You want time to grieve, not thinking about the bills you have
Yeah.
to pay and picking out this and picking out
And
that.
the family
Yeah.
fighting about money.
Is that
Oh,
what the
that's
Neptune Society
awful.
does?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I never heard of that.
Yeah.
It's a cremation society. So you
Yeah.
can prepay for it and
Mhm.
then
They
once you
take care of
pass,
it?
everything is
Wow.
done.
Wow.
But yeah, the fighting
Yeah.
is
Fighting.
Yeah.
A
So
lot.
you got to see, you saw some of that too, huh?
Mhm.
by law, if you have siblings, which is the next of kin if your parents pass,
Yes.
you have to agree. The majority rules. And if the majority doesn't rule, then your loved one is stuck sitting
Wow.
until you can come to an agreement.
That's
Mm.
horrible.
It's awful.
That's horrible.
And people get very petty when
Yes.
death
Yeah.
is-
Yeah. That, yeah, I've definitely seen some of that,
Me too.
right? It's
Yeah.
like you can't agree on like, okay, we're going to burial is cremation. Where's
Yeah.
all of that stuff.
Mhm.
So pre-planning definitely sounds like a good idea. So,
Yes.
so you said you went back to embalming. So what exactly is embalming?
So embalming is taking out, I'll just kind of layman's, you're taking out the blood and you're putting in formaldehyde, which is a preservative,
Mhm.
So you can be viewed
Okay.
and it's not going to make you last forever.
That was my next
Forever.
question.
It's not going to make
Was
you last
how
forever.
long does it preserve?
And that also depends on if you have any medical conditions,
Okay.
if you're the medications that you take,
Sure.
because we are very medically advanced now. And I feel like without certain medications, people probably should have passed a long time ago.
Mhm.
So once you stop taking those medications, the
Ooh.
decomp rate is like
Wow.
skyrocket.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Interesting.
So we're just trying to preserve you, quote unquote, until your family can see you.
Okay.
For your viewing.
Yeah.
So that's your job then, is to preserve them. They go in, they have an open casket. That's the
Exactly.
preferable
Mhm.
method. So you could go and say goodbye.
Yeah.
So that's what you like to do.
Yes, be behind the scenes.
How
Yeah.
long does the process take?
It just depends. It depends on how the person's body weight, if they're older and
Mhm.
if their veins are,
Yeah.
their circulatory system is good. Most of the time for an easy case, and we call it a 1 point, which
Okay.
means the 1 point that we go in is, your jugular vein.
Mhm.
Instead of going through your femoral arteries or your different
Wow.
arteries.
Mhm.
If you're a 1-pointer,
Mhm.
maybe 2 hours is a good,
Oh,
is
okay.
a good day.
What's your highest point case? Like 5?
Probably.
Wow. 5
Probably.
different points.
Yes.
Wow.
So
Yes.
crazy.
And a lot of people don't like it because they think that it's
Mhm.
very invasive.
Mm.
You'll meet a lot of embalmers that don't want to be embalmed at all.
Really?
Oh.
What about you?
Majority- I do.
yeah, okay.
Okay, now we
Yeah.
know.
All right.
What's your husband's name again?
Tim.
Tim,
Tim
we know
knows.
she.
Yeah. I want the huge funeral with the flower. I want it all. I want
My
the
sister has a
expensive
playlist
casket.
already.
Like, oh, so do
My
I.
sister has a
So,
playlist.
yeah, so do I. I'm planning it all out.
I have no plans. I need to get with you. I'm just like, who knows? You guys decide.
But
All
yeah,
right.
I want to be preserved. I want to be in my best clothes.
Sure.
I have special instructions for
Wow.
my embalmer on certain things.
Okay.
Because I hate to say it, but when you're laying down in a casket, you can kind of get jugular, like you're
Oh, really?
here. So I'm like, just tie some strings so it's nice and tight.
Oh,
you know?
wow. You really thought this out.
Give me a
That's-
lace collar.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so crazy. Okay, so you finished the project, and then do you do the makeup?
Yep. Do the makeup
Wow.
and dressing.
Okay.
And that's probably my favorite part
Mm-hmm.
is getting somebody ready in
Mhm.
their casket and just making them look like how
Yeah.
their family
Like remembers them.
them.
Yeah.
And you do that, like they bring in a picture or
Yeah.
something.
Okay.
So we usually ask for a photo, which like it's only been 6 months since you've taken that photo, which you'll be so
Mhm.
surprised how many family members come in and go, we don't have any pictures of them.
Like none?
None.
Why?
Or they'll have one from like 1973.
Wow,
And I'm like,
that's-
that person does not look like that
Yeah.
anymore. But
What do
you
I do?
will be so surprised on how many people,
Mhm.
even today with our cell phones,
Yeah.
have no
I was going to say that.
pictures.
Interesting.
That is very, because everyone takes selfies.
Yeah.
You know?
But
Yeah.
so,
So you
Yeah.
kind of have to wing it sometimes.
yeah.
You do your best and then and just make it happen. I had a question real quick on, so what, and I don't know if you're allowed to say, what do you guys do with the blood?
So it goes down the drain.
Just goes down the
Oh.
drain?
Literally at the end of the table, there's a hole. And it's like a toilet without a lid. It flushes and sounds like a toilet and it
Wow.
goes down the drain.
And just, all right.
And
right down the drain. Yeah.
And, into the Colorado River.
Yeah, literally, which so many people are surprised. And that's why I'm so glad.
Yeah,
I'm
so
on,
I'm
because
surprised.
people
There you
don't
go. That's it. I
know.
didn't
What
know.
do we
Like,
do with the blood?
Yeah,
It's
it
like,
just
what
goes
are we
right
supposed
down
to
the
do
drain.
with it? We have to get rid of it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there it goes. You
Yeah.
There it goes,
flush
my
the
blood.
toilet, and
Literally,
you're like,
literally. Yep.
We're talking about the makeup, getting them ready. Hopefully they have a picture, and if they
Mhm.
don't, and then is that where you're done after that point?
No, because and mind you, a lot of these people are older. Thank goodness.
Mhm.
Here in
Mhm.
Yuma, we don't have a lot of tragic accidents. They're older. So
Yeah.
they're like in their 80s or 90s, sometimes even hundreds.
Oh,
And I'm not putting blue eyeshadow on grandma. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? She's not going out for a disco. Like
Are you making her look natural?
natural.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get some color back into these.
Ah.
You know what I
To
mean?
not scare
a
it's not
full-
scare the grandbabies.
but a lot of things can happen. Usually we try to get people ready the night before, the day
Mhm.
before their service, but you have a 12-hour window, which things can happen. I
Oh,
mean,
wow.
it sounds awful, but people can leak. They can get discolored depending on how
Wow.
long they've already been in, at our funeral home or
Sure.
how long they've been deceased before they were found or whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
So we do it. We check them in the morning. And then when they go to the funeral home, whatever funeral home that is, or church,
Mhm.
we touch up there as well.
Okay.
And that could
Yeah.
be hair too, their
Yeah.
hair as well.
So
Yeah.
how is this rewarding for you?
I
What do you
love
get out of this?
being able to give families that last goodbye,
Hmm.
especially in situations where they don't think that they can. We have had accidents.
Mhm.
My favorite is restorative art. So
Oh.
for people that, their loved one was in a horrific accident,
Mhm.
and they think that they can't have an open casket, us just taking that extra time and
Mhm.
love and being able to give that to
Yeah.
them. Because some people think like
It's over.
it's over.
Yeah.
I'm never going to see them again. Like,
Mhm.
but
Wow.
that's probably the most.
Yeah. So you're helping. Yeah.
Yeah, my own.
And
Your own
then,
weird way. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm helping.
Yeah.
and then people, like you said, they like to say that final goodbye. They like to go. I've only done that once. Like with my dad when he passed away, we didn't do that to have an open casket or anything, which we
Mhm.
could have, but we didn't. But I only did it once with my nana when I was 16. And they're like, go up and say goodbye, go see her. I regret it. I wish I
Why?
didn't do it. I don't. Yeah.
Did it scare you? or
Well, no, it
something?
didn't scare me. I just don't want that be
The
the last
last-
the last image, right?
Yeah.
Like, because I could still see it in my head right now.
Yeah.
Like I can
You want
bring
to
that up.
remember her as like fun Nana.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I it like they didn't, I guess I would say do a good job of making her look like how I saw her even like a week
Peaceful.
before that,
Yeah.
Well, and
Oh.
we get that a lot too. I mean, there are accidents where, as a funeral home, we tell family we do not think it's a good idea that you
Mhm.
see your
Really?
loved one, but
Mhm.
as a mom now, I'm not going to tell another mom she can't see her child.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And when that happens, we do get legal involved, and we do have you sign a piece of paper that says,
You won't,
you know,
won't
we're not
sue us.
Yeah, we're not
responsible.
responsible if you can't handle this or you have regrets later.
Yeah. And that's what you do all your schooling for. Like you said, lots of business, lots of laws.
Yeah,
Because it's
absolutely.
emotional. Everything
Mhm.
is so emotional in what you do.
We have, I mean, we call them casket crawlers in the industry, like people trying to get in the casket because they know once that closes, that's it.
That's heartbreaking.
That is it. And so they literally are trying to get into the casket.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
I've never heard
That's
that.
extreme.
Yeah.
But they're so sad.
But you never know. Like grief for people, it's not a one size fits all.
Mhm.
And it can hit you.
Yeah.
You know,
the
I don't
weirdest
think
times.
people walk
Yeah.
in thinking that they're going to try to climb in the casket.
No.
But
you're saying
you're like overwhelmed.
overwhelmed.
Yeah, they just don't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Wow.
it gets.
So we know you're kind of taking a mommy break right now. You had
Yes,
twins,
I do.
unexpected twins.
Yes.
You're like, I asked her, they
What,
run in
does
their
anybody
family.
expect twins?
I don't know. If you're a twin, maybe, but you're not.
No.
Yeah.
She's like,
Nope.
literally does not run in my family.
Bodie and Brady, and they will be 2 in January. So I'm taking a break.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to get back. And it's funny.
Mhm.
We were talking. Those kids have been in the funeral home more times than most people. And honestly, I take them for walks in the cemetery because it's safe.
Yeah.
I know all the grounds people.
Mhm.
It's quiet. There's not a lot of people. And
Yeah.
I know that if I needed something, I could just, yell out to one of the cemetery
Sure.
attendants. But yeah, they
Yeah, that's it. This is how they're getting raised, which is like, it's going to be interesting to
They're
see how
gonna
they
grow
turn
up
out.
and their friends are like, want to meet at the park? They're like, sure. And they go to the
The
cemetery.
cemetery is like, this is the park, guys. This is
Exactly.
normally where mom
Their
gets out
moms
the
are gonna be
picnic
like,
table.
what the?
exactly.
Hey, I'll meet you there.
Yeah,
With my
it's-
kids, I would go walk around that.
Right?
It's fine. It's actually like a beautiful place.
It is.
to
It's
go remember.
quiet and,
yeah. It's not
and
a scary
safe.
thing.
No.
So we're going to have to wrap up real quick. Any interesting story you would share with us in the business, something that you could give us in the next 1 minute?
I did see a 6-shot suicide.
Whoa.
Yeah,
what
this
happened?
gentleman shot himself 6 times and they called it a suicide, which I thought
What?
was very.
How do you do that?
He shot himself both times in the ankle, both times in the thigh, or once in each thigh, once in the chest, and then another one in the chest.
Okay.
So what she's saying, that can't happen.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I
probability of
I
that-
could say that
This
can't
is
happen,
a
but
misruled,
something that was ruled a suicide.
but it
and-
was. I just watched a documentary on that on Hulu
Yeah.
about a girl being told it was called a suicide, but it was obvious that her other half killed her.
Well, I
You
told
know?
my husband, you better watch out. You
What?
can get
I know
away
how to
with a
make
lot
it
of stuff.
I know how to make
And
it look
I know
like
how
a
to cremate.
Yeah.
I can cremate
So-
overnight real quick.
All right, Tim, watch out. All right?
We're praying
No,
for you.
you guys are
Tim,
good.
call me. You
You
need
guys
help.
got a good relationship, right?
Yeah.
You guys are good.
Yes,
I can
Okay,
tell.
cool. We're going to end on a happy note. They love each other. There's not going to be anything crazy.
We do.
No
but-
threats here.
Thank you so much for being with
No,
us on
thank
this
you.
Halloween.
That was
Thank
fun.
you.
You got to
Yeah.
take the twins Halloween
Yeah.
trick-or-treating tonight.
Clark
good
Kent
one.
and Superman.
Oh, I love
Oh,
it.
so cool.
cute.
That is the best. Okay, here. You got to take pictures and put them up, or maybe share some pictures with us. I
I
don't
will.
know.
Yes,
How you
I
do, but
will.
I want to see this Clark Kent and Superman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds
All right.
good.
And with that, we are going to take a break. We'll be back with Karlo Peña talking to him about Made West. He does a lot of really cool stuff with leather. We're going to be talking about that right after this. You're listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
The North End Artists Cooperative presents its North End Art Walk on Saturday, November 22nd from 10 to 3 on Yuma's Main Street. Celebrating Yuma's vibrant art scene, over 60 local artists will showcase their work, including visual, 3D, and wearable art. More details are available at Yuma North End Art Walk on Instagram.
Next time on the Retro Cocktail Hour, we'll hear some jazz heat, bongo beat, plus the Voodoo 5 plays the Dead Kennedys.
Clouded future stings my eyes. I still find time to exercise.
I'm Darryl Brogdon. Join me where the music's always shaken, not stirred. the Retro Cocktail Hour.
Saturday evening from 7 to 9 on Border Radio KOFA.
For KAWC News, I'm Cisco Stargazer, Education Solutions reporter. The report cards are in, and most of Yuma and La Paz County schools have earned passing grades. Each year, the Arizona Department of Education releases letter grades for public schools based on their performance the school year prior. This system acts as the state's accountability model and assigns a letter grade from A to F that considers year-to-year growth and proficiency in the following areas: English language arts, math and science, English language learner success, elementary student readiness for high school student readiness for career and higher education, and high school graduation rates. About 72% of Yuma and La Paz schools earned A's and B's. Most schools got B's, 37 to be exact. This means these schools are highly performing, exceeding the state average in one or more areas. 11 schools earned an A grade, which means excellent. Overall performance is significantly higher than the state average. To find out how your school performed, visit our site at kawc.org. For KAWC News, I'm Cisco Stargazer.
This is folk singer Michael Jonathan. Join us as we celebrate the music of the front porch. Two very unique artists. One, she's called Wonky Tonk. The second artist is the Bluegrass Entertainer of the Year, the Cody Norris Show.
I met her there one morning, hiking on her way.
Plus an amazing Wood Songs kid, all on this broadcast of the Wood Songs Old Time Radio Hour.
Tuesday evening at 7 on KOFA Border Radio 94.7 FM.
Sunrise Optimist Club of Yuma will host a bowling fundraiser event at Inca Lane starting at 1 p.m. on November 1st. Teams of 4 can enjoy the excitement of bowling competition and help the Sunrise Optimist mission of giving local children the gift of hope. Registration and event information is on Sunrise Optimist Club's Facebook page.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up, Yuma Radio. We are here now with Karlo. I'm joking. I teased because I was saying that when he walked in, he's like, I'm going to be boring after that.
Yeah, he's all sorry, guys.
Very boring.
After
I
the
apologize
mortician.
to all the listeners.
Yeah, I apologize for it.
I'm sure I'm going to be very boring compared to the first.
We're going to be enthralled with leather work.
No,
right now.
it's gonna be.
I'm
great.
interested. I want to know how it works.
And so you're from Made West. That's how I know it because from Instagram. But there's a whole title to it: Made West Supply.
Supply and service. Yeah, I just branched out, so it's not just singular thinking of leather.
Okay.
I started doing a little bit of like repair work for people. On some things, bags, stuff like that they would bring in. And then also not just dealing with just leather, with other fabrics.
Oh, okay.
Like that, yeah.
Okay. So as always on the show, we like to get to know our guests a little bit. And so off air, we found out you're originally from Yuma. You grew up right here.
Yeah. I was born in Yuma, raised mostly in Yuma, kind of moved around a little bit.
Oh, you moved around. Where'd you go?
Yeah. Well, my dad worked for immigration. So once he started that job, we kind of lived in Texas, Georgia. Before that, I lived in California for a little bit. And then finally came back to Yuma in the early 90s.
Okay.
Or no, sorry, like 80s, late 80s, early 90s, something like that.
Oh, gotcha.
Like go to high school here?
Yeah, and then I went to like junior high and high
Where'd
school
you go?
all here. I went to Crane and 4th Avenue.
Okay.
And then I went to all 4 Yuma High School.
Oh, okay. All 4 years,
You're
Yuma
a
High School. You
crim.
graduated as a criminal.
Yeah.
I love saying that.
Yeah.
Graduated as a criminal.
That's a thing. That's what
Yeah, I
people
love
don't
it.
understand it when
I
you
know.
say it. Like unless you know what Yuma.
I'm so used to it. People are not from here are like, what?
There's a major pride to it, man. You know what I mean? Locally,
Yeah.
there's-
Oh, yeah,
there's such
absolutely.
My mom all the
even though
way.
it's just high school,
Yeah. My mom goes to like all the
mascot and-
reunions.
yeah.
She's got all the memorabilia. She loves being a criminal.
No, yeah, it's a big thing. I think it's like one of the top 5 most unique mascots.
Yes.
Like that
Yeah.
in the
Oh,
nation,
yeah.
I love it.
or
Yeah.
something.
Anytime
cool.
they do a special on mascots on any like a sports thing or what channel or just like USA Today, it always comes up as like a big deal.
Yeah.
Because
for
people are
sure.
like,
It's funny.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
because you're getting out of school and like, yeah, he's a criminal. That's
Yeah, what?
right.
He went to school to be a criminal.
might-
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So like you said, you went to school here, and I think I originally met you. I think Doobie was doing art at your place, or is that what it was?
Probably, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, it happened.
you were over there kind of by but what is it now, Roxy or something? Or,
yeah.
Yeah.
We all know what Roxy is.
Yeah, that part of town. Yeah.
Yeah. So were you there? So it was. Were you an artist as well?
Yeah. I got my first exposure to graffiti art, if that's you want to call it, is probably 91, 92. You know, this is well before I met him. It was kind of related to that.
Gotcha. So you said 98, 91, 92, that were around that area in time. What about street art, graffiti art, whatever you want to call it, kind of interested you?
I think just the creative outlet, just seeing it in magazines and going out of town, seeing it on the walls and stuff like that. It was just, I just found it intriguing.
So I've never been a part of that street art, graffiti art. It's just like, you're just doing this, like this is illegal. You know what I'm saying?
In many cases,
but some people are paid to do.
Not me,
like
Mom, promise.
It's all.
I mean, it's way in the past.
But for most.
So you're just kind of like doing it real quick, like trying not to get caught.
Yes.
Oh.
But did you? What was the exposure to it? How'd you get exposure? Like with me, it was hip hop, right? Like I was a rapper as a hip hop artist.
Yeah, same thing for me.
For that same thing.
Yeah. Just I have a love for music, so hip hop being one of them, and I think that was part of the exposure.
Gotcha.
And then again, like I said, just traveling and seeing it on the walls, seeing it on the freeways, stuff like that.
Yeah, because some of it is beautiful.
You would see it like on the trains, and I know
that the train stuff came later, but
but you would see it on the walls. You see it now. Did you go home and like try to start doing it and like sketch things out?
Yeah, like doing and notebooks and stuff.
Notebooks,
like that.
Okay, good. Yeah. Not the house walls.
No,
well, you don't start at the house walls, right?
You never know.
No, you don't want to.
No, you don't start there. Yeah. You don't.
You don't want to get grounded.
No, you start in a sketchbook, right? And then did you see like, okay, I kind of have a knack for this. I'm pretty good.
No, I never thought that. It was just expression, just an outlet.
Just an outlet. Okay.
Gotcha. You know what I mean? I never consider myself any good. You know what I mean? But
never.
No.
I'd like to see it.
I mean, maybe someone might think so, but I never.
Okay.
I never thought so. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just very critical of myself. So.
You're self-critical, but you're at least doing it to kind of, like you said, some expression.
Most of it was just for the release too. You know what I mean? The big part of it is the notoriety. You know what I mean? You're trying to get your name out there, and you want everybody to know who you are. For me, it was just the artistic and release of that.
Okay.
Yeah. So can you say what name you wrote? Like, are you allowed to do that
I've had a bunch.
You've had a name? Like, what was the one that you tried to really get out there? The statutes of limitations, I think, are gone. They're not going to come for you.
I think I got in trouble one time at school, and I wrote Clue at the time.
Clue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I got in trouble with that one. So that was probably like the most, the one I stuck with for the longest.
The longest? Okay.
But again, for me, it was never like the notoriety, like wanting to get my name out. It was just the action of doing it, the rush of doing it. And that's about it.
The thrill.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah, I had actually gotten in trouble at school for it as well. Like I saw something, I was freshman year, I saw something on the door walking in. So I was trying to copy it, just like, let's see if I was any good. So I'm just doing that when I'm supposed to be doing my English final. And I'm like, I didn't like school at all. So I'm just doing that. And he's like, you're supposed to be doing your final. And I'm like, oh, what? He's like, what are you doing? And then he saw it and he recognized it from out there. So he thought I'm the one that did it. So then here comes the security guards and everything. And I get in trouble and I'm in the principal's office. I get expelled the last week of school because they thought I did it. But I was just like, oh, I want to be like as good as them or something like that. So it's part of the part of the culture when you're doing it. But so so art, a little bit expressive. That's a part of your past. That's why I'm trying to bring that up.
Yeah.
You're doing that. And when did you meet Doobie?
Probably maybe like my freshman or sophomore year.
Did he go to Yuma High School?
Yeah, he went to Yuma High School too. Yeah. He was a grade above me.
And I bring up Doobie just because if you're in that art world, if you're in that part, you know Doobie. He's one of the biggest names in Yuma. And he's always wrote that Dube. Have you seen that around?
No.
You've never seen that?
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Oh, okay. So he was doing like, I think it was his grandma's wall. Right?
Yeah, over there by Sanguinetti or something.
Yeah. He got to have a release and do that. But so art, you were doing that. Then was it also like at that time you wanted to do something more with your hands? Is that where you got into the leather work?
No, honestly, I think the exposure to art and the music and stuff like that initially grew an affinity for streetwear. If you guys know where
streetwear, okay.
Right?
So you're talking about like tribal and
yes,
Echo
tribal,
and
con art, 9 to Life, and then the surf companies and some of the skate companies, stuff like that. I was drawn to like just the graphics and the stuff on t-shirts.
Okay.
Right? So, and then but I never felt like a big enough tie to anything, any one of those to be able to build like a brand off that. I felt so. That's one part of the leather work. The other part was I kind of attributed big time mostly to my wife. She, when we first were married, before kids, she got really into like seamstress, like sewing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? She started making bags and making she made like all our kids like bibs and like car seat cover things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she was making all those herself by hand.
We should have had
And,
her on as well because she likes the spooky stuff.
You
too.
know what? I asked her. She said no.
She said no.
No, she said no.
Oh, okay.
My wife's a very reserved, massive introvert. So she was like,
well, she used to be a bartender though. Like back then, she was very like talkative and stuff like that. But now she's like,
she's like, no. Okay. no. So she was doing that, and then we got pregnant with twins.
What?
And so I thought
Mortician had twins.
Yeah, I
What
heard
the
she was
heck?
saying that. Yeah. And so she was doing that, and I I kind of would mind doing something too. You know what I mean? I knew the twins were going to take a lot of our time, a lot of downtime raising twins, just being at home.
Oh yeah.
And I thought, what can I do to kind of occupy my time a little bit, And then I saw people doing like leather work on social media, Instagram and stuff like that. And so I thought it was interesting. I was like, I'll give it a try. I wanted to do something that was like, had low,
like
startup costs.
Okay, exactly.
And since the leather work that I do, everything's done by hand. I wasn't worried about buying like sewing machines.
Like you didn't need big machinery and
nothing.
like industrial.
Some leather and needles and thread. And really that's it. Honestly, you know what I mean? For the most part anyways.
Yeah. 'Cause there's definitely probably like a science to it. You have to treat the leather a certain way or like things like that.
Not really. No,
really?
it usually
It's
comes
just
like,
that simple.
Most of the stuff that I get from like tanneries, it's already all oiled up. It's prepared.
Okay.
Just like any other like a brand would buy it to make their belts or anything like that. So the stuff's already prepped. So it was multifaceted, like I said, partly my affinity to
start like
a brand.
Starting a brand. Like you saw that, you was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like maybe I
always wanted to have like a brand where I made like my own t-shirts and stuff like that, right? But like again, I said I couldn't really tie it to anything. I felt comfortable tying it to something, that I had like a big enough stake in. And then with my wife doing her thing, and I thought, well, I can make a maybe t-shirt brand off my leather work,
Gotcha.
Start a company and then just
do the leather work and then it can branch into something because you have some goods behind it.
Yes. Exactly.
Gotcha. We're going to take a quick break and we're going to go into a little bit more like what you make in your shop. I've been to your shop and we're going to talk about that right after this. You're listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
What's Up Yuma is sponsored by Yuma and Imperial Valley Wealth Management, offering listeners a one-on-one, no-obligation consultation to review their current financial affairs and provide strategies for meeting future goals. More at yivwm.com. Investment advisory services offered through CWM LLC and SEC registered investment advisor.
Hi, it's Maria Hinojosa from Latino USA. You have so much information at your fingertips. Don't you sometimes feel overwhelmed by it all? Here at Latino USA, we know that your time is valuable, which is why our team prides itself on producing original stories that you won't hear anywhere else. Check us out and share us with your friends and family. Thanks for listening.
Latino USA airs on Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. on KOFA Border Radio 94.7 FM.
The weather forecast for this Halloween is sunny in Yuma with a high near 90, mostly clear tonight with a low around 62. Sunny in Kingman with a high near 80. Clear tonight with a low around 53 and an east-southeast wind around 6 miles per hour. Sunny in Prescott with a high near 76 and gusts as high as 15 miles per hour. Clear tonight with a low around 40 and a southwest wind around 7 miles per hour. And sunny in Flagstaff with a high near 68 and gusts as high as 16 miles per hour. Clear this evening with a low around 30.
The Colorado River Crossing Hot Air Balloon Festival fills Yuma skies with color and wonder November 14th through the 16th. Experience the artistry of balloon pilots during mass ascensions and the enchanting desert balloon glow at the Pacific Avenue Athletic Complex, 1700 East 8th Street. Information and full schedule at caballeros.org.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up, Yuma Radio. We are here talking to Karlo Peña about leather work, and we got a little bit of his past and kind of how he got into it, what he hoped to develop. Now, let's talk about what was the first piece that you made when you finally got that leather in your hand?
The first thing I made was what's called a 3-pocket wallet. It's like a minimalist wallet that just has 3 pockets, something you would carry in your front pocket. And it looked like trash.
Oh, okay. It was bad,
horrible.
huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're like,
yeah, it was
oops.
horrible. I think I still have it, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Didn't even
frame
sell it. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to frame it.
Yeah, but it was horrible.
But it's
that
okay.
was
You
the very, very
tried.
first thing I made.
You just
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
learn.
And that was before I knew what I really learned how to what's called saddle stitching. That's the stitching that is kind of like an old world style of attaching.
Is it because like
pieces of
aesthetically it looks better, or is it like a better stitch? What is it about that?
Well, the strength.
The strength of it.
the biggest
Oh,
thing,
okay.
right? So it would saddle stitch goes back to when before they had like stitching machines, like sewing
Sewing
machines, stuff
machine.
like that. So it's a method of stitching the leather together so that if one side of the thread were to pop or come loose, it's still being held down by the other side.
Oh, gotcha.
So the
Okay.
fabric will never come apart.
Oh.
So it's like basically the strongest stitch you can do.
So when you get you're doing the first wallet, you're just kind of stitching, you're doing a little bit, but you don't know the technique.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
for sure. So it took again old world stuff. I looked up books, not really watch videos. So I looked
Really?
up
You had to look up
books.
Oh, you had to read.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
and I say that because like this is the age where it's like if you want to know how to do something, you just go watch YouTube tutorials.
Yeah.
So you're saying you're kind of not finding what you want, and so you
Yeah.
go and you're reading these
Yeah.
books. Where do you get these books? You go to the library? You're like on Amazon? Where do you?
I think from leather shops initially.
Okay. Oh, gotcha.
From leather shops, and I mean it's in abundance now on YouTube. You know what I mean? You can find it whatever. But
when you
when I
started,
first started, which I mean I started this like probably 10, 11, going on 11 years ago now. So
And
there
this
wasn't
is
a
like
whole
your
lot.
full-time job.
No,
he's a firefighter.
Yeah, I'm in the fire
Oh,
service.
really?
Yeah.
Well, so
that's
my husband. He
Oh.
works for San Luis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, happy first
I
responders
told
day.
this to Ronnie yesterday. She doesn't remember.
He does not tell me anything about it.
I told you. I told you yesterday.
I don't remember.
Yeah, he was like, anyway, okay.
It's been a rough day.
Yeah,
That's all right.
And my job is I'm in the fire service. I'm a
Gotcha.
training officer.
But it was first responders day like a few days ago. So
Yeah,
thank you
yes,
for your
yes.
service.
Thank you. Yeah.
So you're getting it. You got the stitch tied up. Now, what was the first piece that looked good then? What was the one that you're like, okay?
Again, the 3-pocket wallet.
Okay,
I
so
stuck
you
with that.
perfected it.
Yeah, I stuck with that.
Gotcha. Okay.
With trying to make that and make sure it looked good.
Like, I'm
and I
gonna
knew what I was
master
doing
this.
before I expanded on other things. So once I got that, basically my design, how I wanted it to look, and I got it to look good, then it was time to branch out and look.
How
at
long
other
does that take to make?
Me, it takes a long time because I don't just sit there start to finish.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
It's like
Because of
parts.
work and then family and everything else.
Yeah, the twins.
I spent like the first, I guess, 10 years of really like just trying to make sure my product looked good. You know what I mean? But with also not letting it take too much of my time.
Yeah.
Family's a big thing, you know?
Yeah.
And then, I don't want to
like push them into the side
Yes.
for the leather work.
Yes.
So when you decided it looks good, like how did you sell it? Did you have a website?
just on social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you just
Instagram,
posted
that's it.
pictures?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really neat.
Yeah.
And you have
that's
a stamp that goes on it too, huh?
Yeah.
Like they say, what is that exactly? Is it just like a press thing? It presses
it's,
down into the leather?
I use an arbor press, and it's a stamp made out of brass, and just stamp it into the leather.
So you
and
got
press it.
that. You have your logo. That you did your logo yourself, or
Well, I have a couple different versions of it,
Yeah.
but I've had a buddy of mine, Josh Ray. You know Josh Ray?
yeah, absolutely.
He
Yeah.
designed the one that looks like sign painting one.
Mhm.
You know, I did one where the letters look like they're done by like a sign painter. And then the other one's just an old English one that I
Okay.
just made myself.
Gotcha. So you
Nice.
got that, you have that, and then you put it on Instagram, right? That's
Yeah.
like that kind of thing. You do that and you say, I have these available.
Mhm.
And you have a network of people, right? You're in the, you know quite a few people. What was the response like?
Good at first, but I mean, I'm not really the best social media guy. So,
I know you're
yeah,
not.
it's some of it's on purpose and some of it's just because of me, you know?
Yeah, it's all right.
I didn't want, again, back to like family time. I didn't
Sure.
want it to be like where it's
To overwhelm.
so overwhelming
Yeah.
that I'm losing time with my family. So,
Yeah.
on purpose, I've not really pushed it too far.
Yeah.
But
So you do custom stuff, right? If somebody wants
Yeah.
something, they see it, and it's like, okay, well, I
Yeah.
could create this for you or recreate something that I already did.
I have a few basic designs that I've designed myself, like the measurements, everything's is me playing with the size of stuff, you know. And then I have other things where people are like, hey, I saw this on the computer. Can you make this? And I don't want to make it. I never make it exactly as
Yeah.
someone else's
You
stuff.
got to put
don't
your
wanna
flair
do
on
that.
it, your style.
But I take their input in and then go from there.
Awesome.
So yeah, so after that, it was a couple different other variations of types of wallets that are out there, you know.
Mhm.
And then it branched off into belts.
Oh.
And then
You said you were wearing a belt.
I'm wearing your belt right
Right
now.
now?
Like it's years and years old. It's horrible. Like now,
like it's old.
Well, yeah, because I think I got like when you first started, I
pretty
like,
close to
yeah,
when I
it's pretty
started
close to
doing
when you
belts.
started.
Hey, but it's still working.
This thing has been through war, and I wear it every day for years. Years.
Yeah.
But it still holds up.
Exactly.
It still works.
No, yeah,
But-
that's the
but-
whole point. I mean, that's probably not the best business model, but the idea is that it's,
Yeah.
it's a lifetime product.
Like-
You're gonna have it for the
Yeah,
life,
they're
you
not
know?
really repeating customers too often.
No. Again, not the best business model, but
it's
I
okay.
want it to be a
good
worthwhile
product, yeah.
So you do the belts, which after this you're gonna have to measure me because I need a new one. But so with Josh Ray, you brought him up. He makes knives locally,
Yeah.
so he makes knives, and knives need to go somewhere. And you guys made that connection, right?
Yeah, for sure. He reached out to me again on social media saying, "Hey, I have some knives I made. Would you be able to make sheaths for them?" Absolutely, man.
that's
So we linked up that
cool.
way, and we kind of worked on a few projects together. You know what I mean?
That's
I
cool.
think now it's cool that I think the last knives that he kind of posted or someone else posted that they got from him, he made his own sheaths. Well, I thought was awesome. Man.
Oh, he made his own.
Yeah, they look good. You know, the
Oh,
stitching looks
wow.
good, and
Cool.
yeah, that's cool, man. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, he kind of got into that like when he stopped drinking and like he kind of totally dove into making these knives, getting
Yeah.
custom knives. And it's pretty cool that you can be in Yuma, get a custom knife and a custom sheath right here
Yeah.
from two people that are doing it inside of their garage.
Yeah, and he's kind of the same where he's not the best at the social media
He's
stuff.
absolutely horrible at it too.
But we've had, me and him, we've had like sat in my shop a couple times and had conversations about that stuff where it's like we don't want it to be.
You don't want to get too big.
Yeah, we don't want it to
Because all that
be
stuff can come
overthinking,
later,
You know,
like when the kids are older
Yeah,
and you have
exactly.
time to actually
Yeah.
like focus on that.
Yeah, and part of the goal also was that this was the retirement gig. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so
gotcha.
I still have a job.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
you're still
So,
busy.
Yeah, so and I am coming close to retirement eligibility here pretty soon. So
Sweet.
I recently did finally get all my business license and all that stuff in
Cool.
order.
Nice.
So hopefully website coming out here in the early next year
Mhm.
and actually kind of push it a little harder, you know?
Yeah, I remember seeing it just like, this is awesome. Let's blow you up. And then you were the reserved, like,
You're
yeah,
like, no.
oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Settle down, you know.
My wife said no.
It's like,
Yeah.
relax. But
Yeah, I remember one time you were talking about, doing videos and
Yeah.
all. So I was like, oh man, I don't
Like,
even wanna
just
talk
not
about that.
interested. Yeah, I'm good.
yeah, because it is really cool though. You
Yeah.
do a good quality product from your wallets. What's your favorite thing you ever made?
I made my mom a purse.
Oh, okay.
Aw.
That's
And,
awesome, man.
She loved it?
Yeah, she did like it. And she uses it. But what was funny is she showed me this purse online. She's like, I want something like this.
Okay.
But it had like a bunch of studs and pyramids all
Okay.
over it. Like it was like from like a punk shop or something. And it
You're
was
like,
so
"Mom."
it's so out of the ordinary for her. You know what I mean? I made it for her, you know what I mean? And I kind of didn't make it exactly like what
Put your
the
spin
picture
on
is,
it.
but I put my spin on
Yeah.
it and threw a bunch of pyramids all over
How
the
funny.
lid of the purse and stuff like that. But that's probably one of the
craziest,
most memorable.
yeah.
No,
things
very
that I've-
cool.
And it was for your mom.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah,
I
so
love that.
we're wrapping up here. How do people find you on Instagram and find out more about what you're up to and maybe order a product or two?
Yeah, just go to my Instagram. It's @_MadeWest_. You can see all my stuff there. I usually keep updated what I have currently available, and I'm always available for custom stuff as well.
Awesome. And is that
Thank
Made
you.
West part of the hip hop whole thing? The West Coast? Is that where it came from? Or
No, it honestly just popped in my head.
popped in your head one day?
It
Oh,
sounds
very
great.
cool. Yeah, I like it. Love the name, man.
Me too.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about my belt after this. After what? After What's Up Yuma Radio is a production of KAWC, Colorado River Public Media. We broadcast from the studios in the Matador Activity Center at Arizona Western College in Yuma. We want to thank our engineer, Talon Gonzalez, along with Anthony Ornelas, Juan Garcia, and Dave Reek.
And you can find out more about KAWC at kawc.org, on Facebook at KAWC Radio, and on the KAWC app. And stay tuned for Halloween theme with Julia Castillo.
And on Monday's program, we're going to have, I believe her name is Serene Lopez. She's from the Gathering Art Festival. She got that going on, as well as Val and Cami. They are from Arizona Leafy Greens, or their Harvest Moon, one of those. We're going to talk about greens, though.
Awesome. And you can listen to the podcast at kawc.org/podcast/What's Up Yuma Radio, and email us at whatsupyumaradio@gmail.com.
All right. Happy Halloween,
Happy
everybody.
Halloween.
We'll see you guys Monday. Be safe.
Bye.
What's Up Yuma with Johnny Porter is sponsored by Yuma and Imperial Valley Wealth Management, offering solutions for those who value financial planning. YIVWM.com.
Broadcasting from Yuma campus of Arizona Western College for more than 55 years, this is Border Radio, 94.7 FM, KOFA Yuma. We also broadcast at 1320 AM in Yuma at kawc.org and on the KOFA app.
The KAWC Student Newsroom is funded by the Local News Initiative at the Community Foundation for Southern Arizona, the Scripps Howard Fund, and by generous local support. Thank you for supporting the next generation of public media. Learn more about the project and hear stories from emerging journalists at kawc.org/student newsroom.